All right, welcome to the FA40 podcast. I'm Josh Perch, your host, and I'm actually by myself today doing a little solo episode. Tammy had some things going on, so she wasn't able to jump in on this one, but we'll have her back here next week for you guys talking about some different things. So we're going to do a little bit shorter one today, but I wanted to just get some stuff out to you, some things that we're seeing and stuff with trends here in fitness coming in 2022. And some of the stuff's coming from articles, but a lot of it is stuff that we're seeing with clients, new clients that we're seeing coming in, and things that they're looking for and stuff like that. So I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about it, give you kind of our take on it, and what we think. So before we get in that, just to a couple things that have been going on here in the gym. We just had our PNF beer exchange with all of our holiday beers and everything like that. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, what we do is we have everyone brings in a case of beer and we switch out beers, and everyone ends up having a mixed case of just different holiday craft beers for them to try and things like that. So we do this a couple times a year, and it's always really fun. So we actually haven't tried any of ours yet in the case. We'll probably be doing that this weekend, so we're looking forward to that. So what some of the trends that we're seeing here coming into 2022 is a lot more training based fitness. People are looking for more of that, more individualization, more guidance, having a coach with them, basically kind of like a smaller training environment, not necessarily the large group kind of things, especially the clients over 40, which is our clientele here, and this is something we've been doing for a while, but we're seeing even more and more of a demand for that, and that just kind of that individualized experience and things like that. And a lot of that's driven, I think a little bit by the virus. People don't want to be crammed into like a large crowded facility and workout session. People do like having a little more space, having their own equipment, things like that. But then also too, clients, people don't want to get hurt. They want to have proper instruction and everything. So that is, that's one of the things that we've really changed here in the gym over the last couple of years, is moving away from that team training environment there and moving more into that individualized, semi-private, up to 6 people to a coach, even doing more one-on-ones now, things like that. And I think that's a trend that we're going to continue to see here for, through 2022 and in the years to come. We are also starting to see more and more, and this has been the last few years, but more tech stuff coming out. In fact, we just had a conversation with a client yesterday. He was asking about, what trackers we like and things like that. Specifically, he was asking about the Aura Ring and the Whoop and the differences with those. We've, especially Tammy, I know she's tried a lot of these. She has a Lumen, which basically you breathe into it and it tracks whether you're burning fat or carbs. And then the Aura Ring, which helps, it tracks your sleep, it tracks your steps, activity, metabolic rate, a whole bunch of different stuff like that. Whoop is similar. It's a band that you wear on your arm. Personally, we haven't tried that one yet, but I know some clients that use it, and they seem to like it, and it seems to be about as accurate as the Aura Ring as well there too. MyFitnessPal is a big one. It's been around for a long time, and it kind of keeps evolving, but that's something that I know Tammy uses a lot with her nutrition clients, because it allows them to track their food. It allows her to have access to what they're eating and things like that. A lot of people are using their Apple Watches now for tracking steps and tracking different things there. And all this stuff's good, but the one thing that we kind of see with it is some people get bogged down. They kind of get this information overload that, it's almost like too much information. It kind of paralyzes them. So all the info is good. It's just what you end up doing with that info. And then again, keeping in mind that this is all just estimates. None of this stuff is 100% accurate. So if you're seeing like, hey, it's telling me I had a bad night's sleep, but you feel really rested and like you had a good night's sleep, go with what your body feels and what it's telling you, because that's going to be the true measure there with all this stuff. But again, we really like it for track and steps because a lot of people are surprised with, just how few steps they get in a day. So we like to track that to make sure you're getting between 8 and 10,000 steps each day. And then also we can, look at sleep and some things like that with those. So that's something, it's not something that you have to have, but it's something that you can definitely use to assist, and maybe, it's a small little edge on your fitness. We're seeing more people coming back into gyms here as we kind of, I don't want to say post-pandemic, but as we, we're almost 2 years into this now. The at-home options, people are getting tired with those, and they're realizing like they need some help. So we're definitely seeing more people coming back into gyms. I think we're going to see that a lot more coming back in here through the whole year of 2022. Especially too, they're just getting tired of doing the same thing at home. They want some community. They want to talk to people and just have some interaction with other people as well there. Nutrition coaching is becoming more of a trend, that people are looking for help with their nutrition. They are realizing that nutrition plays a big part in fitness, especially when it comes to weight loss. And they're just looking for some guidance with that. And as coaches, our goal is to provide those solutions, and we want to provide them in as simple of a process as possible, without having to, maybe we have to change everything up in your diet, but without having to make drastic changes, providing solutions that will give the client the change that they're looking for, but it's also something that they can do. And there's not, there's not one diet plan that's like the answer. They all have, benefits. They all have some drawbacks, things like that. But the bigger thing is not so much the diet. It's actually on making the lifelong change and how to do that. So that's where nutrition coaching is actually coming in, is, how to make that change, and coaching that up with clients and things like that. We're still seeing a little bit, one of the trends is going to be a little bit of like on-demand and online content, kind of a hybrid. What we're seeing with this is that people like the online content or the video content for when they're traveling, when they're on the road, vacation, things like that. And I think that is something that's going to continue as well. We use TrueCoach for it. We're going to continue to do that. And we're actually looking at, beefing that up. I shouldn't say beefing it up, but adding some kind of portals in through there for clients when they are on the road, so that they have something to do. They have a video of what it is and everything like that. So that's something, if you're a member here, look for in 2022. We'll have that coming too. And then, one of the last things here is time-effective workouts. And, time's always the one of the biggest struggles for fitness. We all have super busy lives. It's hard to, cut out that 3 hours a week to come into the gym. And, so people are looking for the most effective workout in that time. So, and that's something we've done for years, is, about 50 minutes is how long our workouts take. And we focus on strength, we focus on mobility, flexibility, getting some conditioning in, basically making it like a one-stop shop for your fitness stuff, because not everybody has time to, do their strength, then do cardio on another day, and then do, mobility stuff a different day. So we need to fit that all in, and that's something that clients are looking for there, and it's going to be continue to be a trend, because our lives are only going to get busier. So those are just a couple things, that we're seeing that have changed in fitness over the past couple years, and we see kind of moving into 2022. And, again, if you're looking for help, we're here to help you. If you have any questions, just reach out to us. We're more than willing to sit down and talk with you and see, if we can provide a solution for you. So I hope you all have a great end of 2021 and have a great 2022.